Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. The incredible XRP price run that began yesterday at about 61 cents continues into today, and at the time that I'm recording this, XRP has hit as high as 70 cents. So hopefully by the time you're watching this, it's gone even higher. You never know in crypto, things happen fast, but yes, from 61 cents to 70 cents in the blink of an eye. And at the time I started recording this video, it's technically just a hair below that. For frame of reference, in case anyone's curious, the time I'm recording this is 5:44 a.m. Central Time. I'm in the Midwest in the good old United States here. It's Monday, November 6th. And you know what? This is what regulatory clarity looks like. I'm telling you, XRP, I do not believe for a moment, would be running to this degree if we didn't have the regulatory clarity that came down on July 13th, thanks to Judge Torres, on XRP Victory Day. So in this video, I'm going to share with you perspective from several analysts, and we're just going to have a good old time here because we've been waiting for this, and consider this as well. You know, my fellow XRP YouTuber, the Blockchain Backer, in his video yesterday, he noted that the price action we're seeing for XRP, it's organic, it's just going. You know, Bitcoin is moving sideways. It was yesterday, it is today so far anyway. And XRP is actually up quite a bit, quite dramatically. And so, yes, when we got legal clarity in July, the price of XRP doubled in several hours, but it did crash back down ultimately. So what's different this time? Well, as the Blockchain Backer pointed out yesterday, and he's spot on with this, what's different this time is that Bitcoin is leading the market. We didn't have that in July. In fact, for like 3 months at least after that positive ruling for XRP, Bitcoin trended down. And yes, XRP did follow. What's different now is that Bitcoin is leading the market out of this, and XRP does have legal clarity. So yes, Bitcoin, moved sideways today, but XRP did what it does. And Bitcoin still has real momentum, by the way, despite the fact that yesterday and so far today, Bitcoin's mostly been moving sideways. I don't believe it's most probable that it's just going to flutter around here or go back down to any notable degree. It could go back down a little. But we're in up season, so it seems. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. Now, as I record this video, XRP is less than a tenth of a penny away from 70 cents. It's on the screen right here, less than a tenth of a penny away from 70 cents. Bitcoin at $35,245. Here's what the 24-hour chart for XRP looks like. Looking pretty gosh darn good. Here's a Crypto Fear and Greed Index, 74 out of 100, so market participants feeling greedy. You'll love to see it. And, I wanted to mention this. I'm glad I just remembered this. XRP just flipped Binance Coin, BNB. So XRP went from being number 5 in market cap to number 4 in market cap. And it's still fairly close, so it could, depending on what happens throughout the day, it could go back down. But this is a great sign, and hopefully we just see XRP continue to move to the upside, because that's a lot more fun to watch, right? But it is number 4 in market cap, and number 3 is Tether, which is always $1, so whatever it's there, but it's not going to... Look, XRP is going to get back to where it deserves. It's going to be in that number 3 spot, and there is a legitimate chance at some point it hits number 2. Because, look, XRP historically at times has had fierce battles with XRP fighting for that number 2 spot. It's not implausible to think that that would happen again in the future. Now, here's a post from chart analyst Dark Defender who wrote, and I love this, XRP will sit on his throne at number 1. The one that they told us was flawed, useless. This will be the plot twist of all time. Yeah, and so it's true that there's always the toxic Bitcoin maximalists that have said that. But people like me, and certainly yourself listening to this, we didn't fall for their BS nonsense. XRP is one of the few cryptocurrencies out there that is actually functionally useful and has been for years on end. Here is some perspective from Dark Defender in terms of chart analysis. And he is one of the guys that has been calling, even when XRP was in the 50-something cent region, he was calling for this move roughly for this time frame. He was thinking that this would have happened Friday. Okay, so we missed it by a day. Gosh darn, burn him at the stake, right? But we're here now. And so here's what he had to say, and this is just, I think, a few hours ago. This is at 2:22 a.m. Central Time, so just, a good 3.5 hours roughly. He wrote, "Hi all," and this is a XRP USD chart on your screen. "Hi all, what a weekend it was. We set 66 cents as a very short-term target, and now it's broken in the 4-hour time frame. Congrats, who believed in it. We need to stay above this level today as well. The daily time frame indicates we are oversold, so there might be backtest to 66 cents daily. However, the main trend is up. Let's set our next target, $1.88 in the short term." $1. And look, I don't make price predictions. I don't know if he's right. I don't know if that's going to happen. But with the price action that we've seen, and again, it always, when it happens fast. I'm not going to rule anything out because this is crypto. But he actually does think, and I hope he's right, and he could be, that $1.88 for XRP in the short term is certainly possible. And then he writes, "We must observe XRP's close above 66 cents first, a prerequisite for a crucial Fibonacci level of $1.88. Well, there are other targets such as $1.05 and $1.33, but none of them are as strong as 66 cents. Similarly, a $1.88 has the same strength. Whenever I see a $1.88 is broken, then we can set $5.85 as our short-term target." So look, I hope that happens. And look, I was here in the beginning of my crypto journey, late 2017, when XRP went on that crazy face-melting rally from 27 cents up to almost $4. Like going from $1 to the next, it happened pretty damn fast. That whole rally happened in about 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks, somewhere around there. It happens fast. So when it starts going, and he says short term, like, yeah, I mean, and again, I don't know if he's right that's going to happen sooner than later. I hope he is. I'm not pretending to know is all I'm saying by that. I'm just saying that when it does start going from $1 to the next, it does happen quickly. Price gets bid up by people very quickly. XRP is an asset, like other crypto assets, that in terms of the way it gets treated by your typical lemming retail speculator, it's the same, and that is fantastic. That is what we want. I want XRP to be ridiculously FOMO'd into. That's part of what I've been counting on the whole time I've been in crypto. It's part of it. I mean, and I have the same thought process when it comes to stocks, too. I think that there's a bit of follow the leader. And now with stocks, obviously, fundamentals matter a lot more than in crypto because crypto is in its nascency. But yeah. And then there was also this article from the Crypto Basic, $1.10 to $1.40 in sight as XRP crosses 65 cents. And they're recovering perspective from chart analyst Egreg Crypto. And I don't want to cover the whole article, but there was an interesting part. It gets to the meat of it. Yeah, right here. In a recent tweet, renowned chartist Egreg argued the next target for XRP is above $1. The foundation for Egreg's conviction in the accuracy of his prior prediction, where he foresaw XRP surpassing the 65 cent mark. Last month, when XRP traded much lower at 54 cents, Egreg pointed out that XRP was carving out a W formation on the charts. According to him, the pattern often indicates an impending trend reversal with powerful momentum. As a result, he projected XRP to reach 65 cents in the next month, which has now materialized. And so, folks, he is another one of the analysts that was calling for roughly this price level. And he does think it's going to go much, much higher. So check this out. Piece continues. Meanwhile, the analyst likened XRP's resistance level challenges at the time to the historical Berlin Wall. He particularly argued that the resistance level was on the brink of collapsing. Therefore, he set his expectations high, projecting a potential price surge for XRP to land between $1.10 and $1.40. And so it doesn't sound so impossible now, does it? See, that's the thing. All it takes is a little bit of XRP price run, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, I guess that could happen. Yeah, I get it. Happy to be here. And then there was this from Crypto Insight UK. He wrote, XRP blast off in T-8 days. And by the way, this was written today, so this is 4:30 a.m. Central Time, so less than an hour and a half ago. I just came across this, and I just thought I'd share the perspective. And again, I don't make price predictions. I don't know for sure what's going to happen. I'm just as curious as the next person. I'm as curious as all of you listening here. But that's why it's interesting to hear from people who have a certain concepts and degrees of conviction about where XRP is going. but he's talking about XRP in the relatively short term, potentially at least getting up to $14. So check this out. XRP blast off in T-8 days. Could we be about to go parabolic on XRP? On a weekly time frame, if we look back to 2017, we can see XRP moves between 1,000% to 1,485% within 3 weeks when it enters the overbought area on the RSI. We currently have some space to push before we hit the overbought area, and this time price would have to rise. So we could presume overbought may occur around 90 cents to $1. This could be our launch pad, and it would need to come soon in the coming week or so. If we get this price action and history repeats, it would put XRP price between $10 and $14 within 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, folks, I'm not saying I believe for sure that's going to happen in that time frame. Now, $10 to $14 doesn't sound wacky to me. That sounds like a completely reasonable price range. That's fairly close to what the Blockchain Backer and many other reputable analysts out there have been calling for. Now, if it is within the next 4 to 5 weeks, whew. But see, that's the thing. Like, it seems, again, like I always say, like I need to take my own advice here and just recognize that it seems possible until it happens, right? That is just the case. And so there will be a day I wake up and then I'm like, oh, my winning lottery ticket has arrived, because that's pretty much effectively that's what it's going to be. So when it comes, and it's easier to believe. I understand, of course, when you're seeing price action like we've seen starting yesterday. Yeah, it's been moving. And don't forget, by the way, just a couple weeks or so ago, or whatever it was, 2-3 weeks, XRP was at like 47 or 48 cents. It just hit 70 cents. That's all it took. And if you knew that back then, wouldn't you have been pretty damn thrilled? That's a massive percentage increase. I mean, if you look at the 30-day increase for XRP, it's up 34.16%. And I just noticed that it is back above 70 cents yet again. It's right at its 24-hour high. So it's running, folks. Here, I'll hit refresh so you can see a refresh chart there. Fantastic. This is fun. This is a lot more fun than 2022, isn't it, right? I think we're all going to agree with that. Anyway, Crypto Insight UK continues, and he says, obviously, this is a huge ask, but I feel it is possible. We have accumulated for over 5 years, missing out on a whole bull cycle for crypto. Also, history shows us that when XRP moves, it moves fast. I'm not making this my base case, but I'm certainly not ruling this out. And you know what? Fair enough. Even if he doesn't think it's the most plausible, it's not his base case, I say fair enough. None of us know for sure, and when it goes, it just does. Which is why I always say, like, when the stuff happens, either you have exposure to the asset when it happens, or you don't. And if you don't, what happens is, I mean, if you're the typical lemming retail speculator, you FOMO into it. What? It's way higher now than it was last week or a month ago? What? Twice as high? 3 times as high? 4 times as high? Take my money! And that is how just ridiculous investors behave. But that is the behavior. I mean, people could have been buying XRP at any number of prices over a span of many, many years. And I understand not everybody knew about crypto, so I can understand for those people, especially just jumping into crypto more recently, not having the chance. Okay, fair enough. But everybody else that's been here, you've had the chance. Yet still people just jump in. Also, I wanted to note here, there is a post from Credible Crypto Screen, and I don't need to read the whole thing here, but he did in part write, Binance spot takers already fading the pump, further reinforcing my decision to cut lower time frame long positions. And so, and he wrote this last night, he was just noting that in the short term, it looks like, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, a little bit more sideways price action. He's less confident on lower time frames, as he cites here. That does not change his positive macro view. He thinks that it's number go up time, basically. So I just thought I'd note that, because as long as Bitcoin keeps doing that, and then XRP obviously having legal clarity, it's just a perfect combination, like spaghetti and meatball. Or perhaps you prefer, peanut butter and jelly. You make up your own comparison, but I'm telling you, it just goes together. What a time. Tell me what you guys think. You guys are having fun with this, at least, right? It's okay to celebrate the moves like this. I give you permission. Like, you don't need my permission, but you have my permission. Have fun on days like this. Most of what it is to be in crypto is sideways price action and downward price action. Enjoy this. It's worth celebrating. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.